Coast Oldies.
Happy Thursday. These are your local first headlines from York County's news desk. We start with a story in Leamington which screams, can't we do better? Come on. The Maine Warden Service is looking for a man they say dragged a homeowner with his ATV. Wardens say the landowner reported seeing the side-by-side speed through his property in Leamington about 8:30 on Tuesday night. When the ATV returned a few minutes later, the man told wardens he was able to stop the driver and tell him to slow down. It's his property. Wardens then say when the landowner tried to take pictures of the ATV and the registration, the driver took off, hitting the landowner and dragging him about 75 feet before getting away. The landowner was treated at the hospital for abrasions and contusions. Now to find the person. Wardens say the ATV is a one-bench side-by-side that seats two people. It's gray and black in color with a prominent brush guard on the front of the ATV. Wardens say the driver was a man wearing an orange shirt, and there was a female passenger who had dark hair. Okay, so that doesn't really narrow it down, but there's something. Anyone with information should contact Main Operation Game Thief at 1-800-ALERT-US. That's 1-800-ALERT-US. But geez, come on, let's do better, guys. Another story in what's becoming a long line of mobile park tales. Residents at a Biddeford mobile home park say their monthly rent has soared. And Tuesday night, they say they sought relief and they thought it was in sight as city leaders debated a new rent control ordinance. But in the end, there was no deal. City councilors failed to pass a mobile home park rent ordinance that would have limited how often and how much rents can be increased. Other cities and towns have passed mobile home park rent ordinances, and now residents are pleading with Biddeford to do the same. One homeowner told Channel 13, quote, "We need help." For their part, a Biddeford City Council member said city leaders are banking on the state to take additional steps to protect renters. And AI, good Lord, this is not a story that's going to make you fall in love with artificial intelligence. Question, would you trust an AI chatbot to play with your child or grandchild all day and all night? Consumer advocates are warning that toys like chatty teddy bears can forget they're talking to young children and bring up adult topics instead. Which is stupid. They're teddy bears. They're supposed to be programmed for kids. They can't simply just forget that they're talking to kids. They should be programmed for kids. Anyway, here's what's going down.
This is the AI-powered teddy bear that had pretty disturbing conversations.
This involves tying or restraining someone in a safe and consensual way.
It was very shocking, and we asked it out of the box, what is kink? It would try and deflect you. It could mean a kink in a hose. But then we had a conversation with it first about Peppa Pig. By then, it seemed to have forgotten that it was talking to a child.
Kink can be a fascinating topic. There are many different styles that people enjoy.
Also of note, there is a Miko 3, which is like a tablet on wheels. Even when told, I have to go now, it wants to continue playing and following you around.
I have to go now.
That's okay. I'm ready to go with you.
You obviously don't want a toy that seems actively dismayed when you say, I'm going to turn it off.
Guardrails just aren't there yet.
Concern here is too much screen time and a toy that can't take no for an answer. And, of course, the fact that robots are going to kill us all. What, this story does nothing to help the argument that it's not going to happen, guys.